about this. How much of a benefit is the new quarterback communications? Would it have been more of a benefit last year, saying with a new starting quarterback, new OC? How much of a game changer is that in general?
I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be great. I think it's great for the quarterbacks. First of all, just especially guys that have a chance to play at the next level because they'll be ready. And we're the only level of football that didn't have technology on the sideline. I mean, you go to any high school game and they've got technology on the sideline, so there'll be a lot more truth-telling going on the sideline than there's ever been in college football. Instead of finding out on Sunday, that guy said, no, he was a 3 technique. And you get in there on Sunday, no, he was a freaking shade, or whatever. I got picked. And then you get in there and nobody touched him. There'll be a lot more truth-telling in real time, being able to fix some things in the moment. I think that's great from a technology standpoint, but from a headset and communication, you still got to have signals and stuff. You got 2-minute mode and all that stuff. And you got to be able to be no huddle and do stuff. But I do think it'll be great. It'll cut off 15 seconds, so there might be some alerts that you can put in there, with the quarterback. Hey, you call a certain plays, alert this, because maybe that protection. Hey, if it's corner cat, we're in trouble. And so making sure you have some alerts built in. Same thing on the defensive side, being able to communicate with your backer. Some people may be the safety, but whoever's calling the front, setting the fronts, based on being, defensive coordinators, you see the formation, you see certain things. Hey, alert this on this motion or whatever, because coaches see things quickly, especially, from the box and so forth. And then special teams. There might be some things in special teams that, you may be able to execute because you can communicate with somebody there. It's going to be good. It'll be fun. And then maybe create another tempo. You might see teams do a little more sugar huddle, what we call sugar huddle, than maybe you've seen in the past. Just because you can eliminate having a signal. And you can, tell them what you want and boom, go.
You've opened with games like the Georgia game in the past. What are the advantages of playing that kind of a challenging game right out of the gate as opposed to, easing into the schedule?
All the advantages are when you win it. So the advantage is if you win it. Other than that, I think you get exposed to, hey, like playoff football right out of the gate. Like that's really what it is. I mean, it's that caliber football. Neither teams, both teams get better. I mean, both teams get better as you go throughout the course of the season. But there's an edge to it for sure. I mean, there's an edge. I mean, we've opened up everywhere. We've opened up at Auburn. We've opened up in Atlanta a couple times. Obviously, last year on the road. I don't think we've had a home game opener maybe since about 2019. It's been a while. So opening up on the road, Georgia to me has been the best team in the country the past 3 years. In totality. I don't know that anybody would argue with that. They've been really, really good, and they'll be great again this year. So it's certainly, young players. They all have respect for competition, and they all take pride in performance. And so it certainly brings an edge to your preparation.
Do you think that the expanded playoff with automatic bids now lends itself to more these kind of games?
Yeah, I think for sure. The number one thing for us is to win your league. I mean, I think that's for everybody. I mean, because if you can win your league, you get a bye, and I think that's huge. So I think it's no different. It's always been about our league for us. We can win our league. Hey man, that's been the gateway for us, and now it puts even more emphasis on that because if you win it, you got a chance to get that bye. That bye is huge. Having played 15 games multiple times, and the total of that, now you're looking at possibly 17 games. To be able to get a bye is, I think, what it's all about. But when it all comes down to it at the end, and like in basketball, when they're talking about the tournament, because we've created a tournament, if you will. That strength of schedule will be important, and yeah, you play games like this, and maybe another team, maybe they beat Eastern Boca Community College, and they're undefeated, and you've played the best of the best, and vice versa. Maybe you're both undefeated, but you got to win against,
Georgia.
the best team in the country. So all those things certainly can factor into, and vice versa for Georgia. For them to step out of conference and play Clemson. I mean, it works both ways. So I think definitely something that'll probably be more and more down the road with the committee.
Dabo, you got a comment on the